So let's begin with the first sum, as it says that maximize z equals to 5x plus 6y. Here z, we can say it is a value where you have to replace the x and y by the points, so where you will get a z as some number. For example, if I say the value of x is 1 and this is 2, so 5 ones are 5, 6 twos are 12. So 12 plus 5 will be what? 17. So that means the value of z will be in number. So z means what? Actually, it is a value. Okay. And which value we have to consider at the end? That is a maximum value, a bigger value. Maximum means bigger value. Okay. So now subject to means what? Here we have some linear equation. Now how many linear equations are there? You will say 2. And what about this? These are the condition, says that we have to consider only the first quadrant. Now the step number 1 for this types of sum will be what? You will draw a table in which in the first you will write inequation, in the second you will write corresponding equation, third you will write point, and in the last you will write region. Now we'll see the first one is what? First equation is what? 2x plus 3y less than equals to 18. Now in the second column it is what? Corresponding equation. So corresponding equation means what? Simply you have to replace this less than equal to by equal to symbol. So that means it is a corresponding equation of inequation. So why we have to convert inequation into equation? Because the graphical method, the plotting of the points, it's all depend on the linear equation, not on linear inequation. So that's why we have to convert a inequation into proper equation where you will get the point. Okay, with respect to the linear equation. Okay, because without converting into corresponding equation, linear equation, you cannot find your points, because here you will get the proper point like 6 comma 0. If it is less than equal to, greater than equal to means what? The value will be less than equal to 6, greater than equal to 6. The graphical part will be imperfect. To make it perfect, okay, to make it perfect, so you have to convert into a linear equation. After that we have to find the points. Here to find the point there are two ways. The first method is what? Simply you will put the value of y equal to 0, where you will get the value of x. So if you put the value of y as 0, so here you will left with what? 2x equals to 18. So x will be what? 18 upon 2. So that means x will be what? 6. So the value of x will be what? 6. Yes or no? Sorry, here the value of x will be what? 9. The value of x will be what? 9. So here simply what you will do, you will put the value of y equal to 0. We will solve this part as rough work, where you will get the value of x as 9, where you got the first point as, first you will write x and then y. Okay, or else you will convert this equation into double intercept form. So here what do you mean by double intercept form? Double intercept form means what? X upon a plus y upon b equals to 1 is known as double intercept form. This is known as x intercept and this is known as y intercept. So simply what you will do, you have to make this part 1, so you will divide each term by 18. So here you will get what? X upon 2 ones are 2 nines are, y upon 3 ones are 3 6 are, and this will be what? 1. So this is known as x intercept and this is known as y intercept. This is the value of x intercept. That means x, if x is 9, so y will be 0. Yes or no? If x is 9, then y will be 0. For this is known as y intercept. That means if y is 6, so x will be what? 0. So this is the second way in which you will convert the equation into double intercept form to get the answer of x and y, or else simply replace the value of y by 0 to get the value of x. Okay, so where you will get the first point, and in the second case you will replace the value of x by 0. As we know that whenever we have the x intercept, the value of y will be 0. Whenever you have the y intercept, the value of x will be 0. So that only we are doing here. Okay, so there are two ways in which you can find your answer. So I guess this is the simplest and easiest way. So if x equal to 0, if x equals to 0, so this will be 3y equal to 18. So y will be equal to 18 upon 3. So that will be 6. And remember, you have to consider the value of x and y as 0 only. You cannot take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember this, as we have to convert this equation into double intercept form. As we know that whenever we have the x intercept, the y will be 0. Whenever you have the y intercept, the value of x will be what? 0. So that's why we have to consider the value of x and y for each and every sum as 0 only. You cannot consider any another number like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that is a condition here. Okay, so here we got the second point b. First we'll write x, then y. After that we'll see the second one. Second one is what? 2x plus y less than equals to 12. So we'll convert this into equation. We'll put first y equal to 0. If y equal to 0, that means x will be what? Straight away clearly we can see that this 2 will come down, so 6. So now we'll take the point as c. So first what will come? X and then y. Yes or no? Then now we'll replace the value of x by 0. So here you will get the value of y as 12. So d will be what? First you will write x and then y. Understood? And now what about this two part? It means what? X greater than equal to 0, y greater than equal to 0. So x will be equal to 0 and y will be equal to 0 when you will convert this into corresponding equation. Okay, for this no point will be there. Okay, it will be 0 comma 0 only. Remember, no need of writing any point. Okay, now we'll see the region part. What do you mean by the region? So region means what? Where the feasible region will come. It will be touching to the origin side or else non-origin side. So now how to guess it will be origin side or non-origin side? By seeing this, less than equal to means what? Basically it is origin side only. Yes or no? Less than equal to means what? Origin side. Greater than equal to what? That is non-origin side. Or else simply replace this value of x and y by 0, directly 0. Origin means what? 0 na. So x and y will be what? 0. So we'll replace this x and y by 0. So this will be 0 plus 0, because 2 into 0 will be 0, 3 into 0 will be 0, less than equals to 18. So 0 less than equals to 18. Now remember, 0 either it should be equal to 18 or less than equal to 18. Okay, out of these two condition, any one condition should satisfy. If it's satisfied, that means it lies on the origin side. First check, 0 is equal to 18. No. Is 0 is less than 18? Yes. Remember, if out of these two condition, any one condition should satisfy. If it is satisfied, that means it is origin side. If the both the condition is false, okay, like if I say 0 greater than equal to 18, is 0 is greater than 18? No. Is 0 is equal to 18? No. It means both the condition does not satisfy because it is neither greater or nor equal. It means it lies on the non-origin side. Okay, or else in the simple language I will say, whenever it is less than equal to, origin side will come. Whenever it is greater than equal to, non-origin side will come. Here also when you will replace x and y, left hand side will be what? 0, less than equals to 12. Okay, among these two, any one condition should satisfy. Here also same, 0 is less than 12, so the region will be what? Origin side. Okay, so what about this condition? Condition means what? The value of x will be greater than 0 means the value of x will be what? Positive. Here the value of x will be what? Positive. For the region, here simply you will write the first quadrant. Okay, whenever you have this condition x greater than and y greater than, simply you will write what? First quadrant here. So this is the step number 1 where you will prepare your table. Okay, where you will get the value. Here we got a as 9 comma 0, b as 0 comma 6, c as 6 comma 0, and d as 0 comma 12. Now we'll draw the graph. Now remember, in exam if they provide graph paper, so you will draw the graph on the graph paper. Okay, or else you will draw the graph on the paper itself. Remember, if they provide the graph paper, it is compulsory that you have to draw the graph on the graph paper only. Okay, because it is not compulsory that we have to draw the graph on the graph paper. If they provide, then only we have to draw. On the paper also we can draw. Okay, so I will show how to draw without the graph paper. Okay, at home you can try any another sum on the graph paper. So let's move on to the step number 2. So this is the step number 1 where you will prepare the table, and in the step number 2 we'll see the graphical section. Okay, so let's see the second step. Now second step is what? You have to plot the point. First 9 comma 0, then second 0 comma 6, third 6 comma 0, and the last one 0 comma 12. Now here we have to take a proper scale. So here we'll write scale. Okay, and remember on the both the axes you have to consider the same scale. Okay, so scale on both axes. Now it is on you. You can take 1 centimeter, you can take 2, you can take 3 also. It is on you. So for this sum I will take 1 centimeter equals to, scale on both axes 1 centimeter equals to, here clearly we can see that here we have a single digit and here we have the double digit. Just focus on the x part, x coordinate 9060. So what is the highest value here? It is 9, and 6 also it is there. So we'll take 1 centimeter equals to 2 units. Okay, it means this is 0. Okay, so this is 1 centimeter. From year to year again it is 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter. Okay, so 1 centimeter equals to 2 unit. It means here the value will be what? 2, 4, 6, 8. So the highest value for the x coordinate is what? 9. So we'll take till, so this will be 10 till 12 will write. Okay, so 10 and 12. Okay, so this is y dash, x and x dash. Same here also will do. Check the highest value for y coordinate is 12, so till 14 will go. Okay, till 14 will write 1 2 3, okay, 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, so we'll take now 2 4 6 8 10 12 14 16 18. As here the highest value for the y it was 12 only, so 12 means till 12, yeah, till 14 you can write. Okay, so now we'll check the first point. So what is the first point? It is 9 comma 0. So 9 comma 0. Okay, so 9 will lies between where? Between 8 and 10. Okay, somewhere here. Understood? So you will write this as a 9 comma 0. What is the second point? 0 comma 6. 0 comma 6. So 0 comma 6, where it will come? It will come this side. So b 0 comma 6. After plotting you will draw the line. Okay, now we'll check the second one. C is what? 6 comma 0. 6 comma 0. So 6 comma 0 will come this side. C 6 comma 0. What is the last one? 0 comma 12. 0 comma 12. So 0 comma 12, D will come this side. 0 comma 12. Yes or no? After this you will draw the line. Okay, so this is what your equation number 1, that is 2x. Okay, 2x plus 3y equals to 18, and this is the second equation, 2x plus y equals to 12. Okay, as we completed with the second step also, step number 2. Step number 1 is what? Table. Step number 2, plot the point, draw the line. And here now the step number 3 is the challenging part, to show the feasible region. Okay, now see here. For the first equation, this is the first one. What is the inequation symbol? It is less than equal to. So for this, it is less than equals to. So if it is less than equal to, so the shaded portion will be what? This and this two region. This two region will come. Okay. For the first equation, the shaded region will be what? This two region, because it contain less than equal to. Less than equal to means what? The shaded part will be here. Okay. Remember this two region. And for this equation, again the symbol is what? Less than equal to. So the shaded part will be where? This side. So clearly we can see that the common portion, where does it lies? It lies here. Yes or no? This part. As I told while explaining the concept, remember this. whenever in equation contain, whether we have two equation or more than two equation, if it contain less than equal to, straight away the shaded region you will draw inside only. When you have two equation, yeah, more than two equation, and if it contain greater than equal to, always and always you will draw the shaded region outside. Remember this two trick. Okay, so now here we got the feasible region. After that, what exactly we have to do? Now remember what we have to do here. We'll write the point. We'll consider this as O as origin 0 comma 0. So this portion, now here we have the point of intersection between these two equation. Exactly we don't know the point. Clearly we cannot see that the value of x and y. So now sir, how to find the proper value for this point of intersection? So for this, to get the point of intersection, so we'll consider this as point E. So okay, from here directly we cannot say that the answer is 4.1, 4.2, yeah, 4.3. It is 3, yeah, 2.7. So now how you can find your answer? So how to guess, yeah, how to find the answer? Simply what you will do, you will solve these two equations simultaneously to get the answer of x and y. As we know that whenever a two line intersect to each other and we have to find the point of intersection, the simplest way is what? Solve the two equations simultaneously, where you will get the value of x and y, that x and y is the point of intersection between these two line. So here now we'll solve these two equations simultaneously. As the equation is what? 2x plus 3y equals to 18. We'll consider this as equation number 1. Remember, for the point of intersection, whether it is some number 1, some number 2, some number 3, okay, if you are getting the answer directly also, like here if you are getting 4 and 2, still you have to solve, you have to show the step, the simultaneous step, and then you will write the point of intersection. Understood? Don't write the answer directly, as it contain a marks also, where you will get half, yeah, 1 mark for this step. Okay, so don't forget, whenever you have to find the point of intersection between these two line, if you're getting the answer directly also, still don't write, solve the sum simultaneously and then you write the answer. Equation number 1. Equation number 2 is what? 2x plus y equal to 12. Equation number 2. So we'll solve this two equation simultaneously to get the answer of x and y. Clearly we can see that here the coefficient of x is same, so we'll subtract equation number 1 and equation number 2. So 2x plus 3y equals to 18, 2x plus y equals to 12, subtract, yes or no? So this will get cancelled. 3y minus y is what? 2y. 18 minus 12 is what? 6. So y will be equals to what? 3. So we'll substitute y equals to 3 in any one of the equation. So we'll take equation number 2. So what is the equation number 2? 2x plus y equals to 12. So therefore 2x plus 3 equals to 12. 2x equals to 12 minus 3. So therefore 2x equals to 12 minus 3 is what? 9. So therefore x equals to 9 by 2. It means what? 4.5. So here we got the value x as 4.5 and y as 3. Understood the step? Okay. Now after this, after getting the answer of x and y, After this you will write one line here saying that this region, can you see this quadrilateral, this part is the feasible region. Okay, so we'll start from here. The quadrilateral is what? O, C, E and B. So here we'll write O, this is C, C, E, B is the feasible region. Okay, so this is the main answer actually. As I told, if the feasible region is perfect, then only you will get the proper answer. If you draw the shaded region somewhere else, straight away the answer will be wrong. Okay, so for this sum, the feasible region is here. So as here we got four vertices. Okay, so somewhere at some point the value of z will be what? Maximum. So from this you will get the proper answer. So z will lies where? Z will lies at B, or it will lies at O, or it will lies at C, or it will lies at E. So now that portion we have to solve. So that is the next step we can say. So first you will write the feasible region, where you will say that O is what? 0 comma 0, C is what? 6 comma 0, E is what? 4.5 comma 3, and B is what? 0 comma 6. Yes or no? This is what actually E is what? Is the point of intersection, of the two equation. You will write here 2x plus 3y equals to 18 and 2x plus y equals to 12. Okay, so after this what exactly you will do? The next part will what will be the next one? You will write, you will draw one more table showing that a corner point and the value of z. So what is the value of z? It is given 5x plus 6y. So what do you know the corner point? It is the vertices. Okay, so here the first one is what? O 0 comma 0. The second one is what? C 6 comma 0. The third one is what? E 4.5 comma 3, and last one is what? B 0 comma 6. So simply what you will do, you will replace the value of x and y by 0 and 0. So this will be what? 5 into 0 plus 6 into 0. So answer will be what? 0 only. 5 into 6 plus 6 into the value of y is what? 0. So 5 6 it is 30. 30 plus 0 is 30 only. Yes or no? The next one, z equals to 5 into 4.5 plus 6 into 3. So 4.5 5, yes or no, and plus 6 into 3, that means this will be what? 18, and this part will be what? 22.5. 40 45 5 it is 225. So 22.5 plus 18, it will give what? 40.5. And the last one, z equals to 5 into 0 plus 6 into 6. So 5 into 0 is 0 and 6 6 are 36. So answer will be 36. Okay, so here we got the value of z. One is 0, the second one is 30, the third one is 40.5, and the last one is 36. And in the question it says that we have to find the maximize z, that means maximum value. the bigger value is known as the maximum value. So here clearly we can see the bigger value is what, 40.5. so in the last step you will write what, for this sum the maximum value of z equals to is what, 40.5. it is where, at e 4.5 comma 3. So this was the proper presentation. In this way only you will present your sum in the board exam. So what was the step? Once again we'll see. First you will draw the table, first in equation, then corresponding equation, then point, and then region, then graph. Take the proper scale, it is on you, you can take 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, okay, but on the both the axis take the same scale, okay. Then while finding the point of intersection, always you have to solve these two equations simultaneously to get the answer of x and y. After that you will write this part which we got the feasible region, as here the feasible region for this is what, O, C, E and B is the feasible region. After that the final step will be, you will draw a last box to find the value of z. Here you will write the corner points, these are the corner points. Simply you have to substitute the value of x and y in the value of z to get the maximum value, as the question says that we have to find the maximum value of z. So here clearly we can see that the maximum value of z is what, 40.5, where at e 4.5 comma 0. I hope you all understood how to present the sum for this types of sum. So I can say that's the end of the first sum based on when a equation contain two or more than two equation contain less than equal to symbol. We'll take one example where you will see two or more than two equation contain greater than equal to.